سقطت ما سقطت صبنا حتى لو سقطت صبنا.
عاين الشعب ديل ما شاء الله كيف بيجاي وبيغادي هناك.
نحن الثوار نحن صبيناه وحنظل صابيننا إلى أن تتحقق كل أمانينا وكل أحلامنا. السودان اللي نحن بنحلم به، السودان الما زي السودان الزمان، السودان الما فيه رشاوي ولا فيه ارتزاق ولا فيه حرب في أهلية.
Audio rolling, camera rolling.
Mic check, mic check.
Mic check 1 2. We're here with first of all the Texas sun.
سخانة
سخانة شديد. We have Ihab with us.
with the play. Assalamu alaikum. Early this morning, 5:30 a.m. in Khartoum, the Rapid Support Forces, the refabricated Janjaweed, along with the police forces, the national security forces, have carried a sweep across the sit-ins in the military headquarters in Khartoum.
AKA Ihab the Beast.
If you are following the sit-ins have been dispersed. If you're following the revolution is alive.
Ihab, what's your full name?
السهاب صلاح الدين الطيب أحمد محمد فرع عوض الكريم والتكتوك.
خلصنا الفيديو. Like, share, subscribe. I want to talk about some of the chants used in the Sudanese revolution. I feel a little bit distanced from it, and I'm missing out on these beautiful, poetic moments. So enlighten us.
The biggest thing that chants kind of like connected people to the actual revolution. All you'd hear is chants, and then you're like, wow, like this is deep. You know, I missed this. I want to be there. It started with تسقط بس, and it was funny because it started off as a text message. The internet was cut off, or the electricity was cut off, his phone was cut off. Some guy texted his girl, he's like, حكومة تحرمني منك تسقط بس. Like a government that distanced me from you, تسقط بس, just fall, that's all. حكومة تقطع الكهرباء, a government that cuts the electricity, تسقط بس. It was so strong, it resonated with everybody, because that's pretty much how people feel, like just fall, that's all.
تسقط بس was الحكومة تسقط, the government's gonna fall?
Yeah,
or was it to like عمر بشير أنت بنفسك تسقط?
No, it was the whole regime.
The whole thing.
The whole regime, that's it, just fall, that's all, no compromise.
سقطت بالمسطرة هناك في عكبرة سقطوا الكيزان في السودان سقطوا الكيزان في كردوفان.
Chants eventually got more complex, and we start seeing these really amazing videos of people coming together from different backgrounds and ways of life, specifically in the sit-in, Islam, في القيادة, outside of like the military headquarters in Khartoum.
The biggest thing to me was cutting racism off. So there was a chant saying, يا عنصر المغرور كل البلد دارفور. So like that was dedicated to Omar Bashir. The racist guy, like the whole country is with Darfur. The genocide was actually carried on to everybody in Darfur, you know, and now we're seeing the representation of that in the city.
All right, I gotta ask you. I love this one. This is one of my favorite ones. The idea of sabinna.
Yes.
What do you think the origin of this is? What's the metaphor going on here? What's the meaning here?
So sabba is like when you put concrete, you let it settle. You know, you let the concrete all sink in and just settle.
Yeah.
And that's what was happening at the sit-ins. Now sabinna, like people are actually settling in the military headquarters. You know, I mean, since April 6th all the way to June 3rd. I mean, that's a long time if you think about it. People are there day in and day out. People fasted Ramadan there. Transitional military council, they were plotting on fact, okay, yeah, 2 more days these people are going to be gone, you know? And it was like, people were like, yo, سقطت ما سقطت صبنا حتى لو سقطت صبنا. Omar al-Bashir left, we're still here.
Still here.
Ibn Auf came, he left, we're still here. And then people were still sabinna until the massacre happened, you know, like live ammunition.
Violent means.
Violent means, yeah. So سقطت ما سقطت
صابنا
حتى لو سقطت
صابنا.
يلا بعد ذاك people went out, you know, so like June 30th, like it was marches all over the world, like Fidalas.
That was an amazing thing, is that the revolution started in Sudan, and of course it's dealing specifically with the Sudanese government, NCP, the National Congress Party, or Mu'tamar Watani regime there for 30 years. But it's also the values of the revolution. I think the peaceful resistance is a message that's resonated with the world. And when the media didn't really like do much to cover the revolution at the beginning, people filled that void. And it became an international thing.
Blue for Sudan trended worldwide. Everybody changed their profile pictures blue while Sudan was on the internet blackout. Like Salmiya, those peaceful marches and that peaceful protest actually made so much noise. You know, it's like a handbook for revolution. You know?
عسكرية؟
لا لا لا
لا لا لا لا لا لا.
مدنية؟ وي 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 وي.
مدنية. وي 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 وي. عسكرية. لا 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 لا. مدنية. وي 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 وي. عسكرية. لا 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 لا. مدنية. وي 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 وي. عسكرية. لا لا لا.
So عسكرية is like military. So military ruling? لا 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 لا. No 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 no. Civilian ruling? Wait. June 30th came on. Everybody went out. Blue for Sudan. It was the same chants that were used at the sit-ins, used in 50 cities, 50 plus cities actually worldwide.
Around the world.
You know? And people were still سقطت ما سقطت صابنا. إحنا في دالاس صابنا. نحن في DC صابنا. So whatever city you were in, you were صابنا. You were settling in with the context of revolution and the idea of freedom and change and, you know.
I also like it as like pouring it on the government too. صابنا في راسهم ذاته, you know.
Yeah, like whether you like it or not.
صابنا.
صابنا. في السودان عندنا شفاتة. Like شفاتة are the people, you know. Badass, yeah, the cool guys, you know what I mean? They're usually on the streets walking around, yeah, shafata, you know? So like, this guy came out, his name's the Deceased Man, you know? Deceased Man, like that guy is an icon of the revolution, like, it's crazy, you know? Deceased means like ultimate juice, you know, like you got the sauce, not the juice, like deceased, like, بس تحاول بيه فرشة ومعجون نديك شاي الصباح نسقيك زلابي نجازف لك تلفونك نشحن لك واي فاي نوصل لك. That went viral, like, and people were like, wow, like we're missing out on this, you know. And it's a crazy story because he was telling people who were leaving the sit-ins, like بس تحاول بيه, like just try to spend the night, you know. Like so that they can have like numbers at night too, you know. And even the words used, like kandaka, you know, like queen. Yeah, shafati, like a real one, you know, like kandaka ja, bolis jara, kandaka ja, bolis jara, shafata jo, bolis jara, ya janjaweed, arja wara, شارعنا دا فوق الشارع ارجع ورا ارجع ورا
الصبة يا ام الصبة شفاته جو بوليس جرى شفاته جو بوليس جرى كنداك جات بوليس جرى كنداك جات بوليس جرى شارينا دا فوق الشارع شارينا دا فوق الشارع يا المجلس هوي ما بتقدرها يا المجلس هوي ما بتقدرها.
It's just energetic, you know, because you say something and people say it with you, you know. So kandaka ja, bolis jara, kandaka ja. It's like everybody's going crazy, you know.
Allah sigwalla, willing. Allah sigwalla, willing. Kandaka zagrat, killing. Kandaka zagrat, killing.
How were you following the chants? How did you see them for the first time?
Twitter, man. Twitter is crazy. And I mean, the whole revolution was on Twitter. Like, as soon as the video gets out on Twitter, like, people instantly get it. And that's how we followed up with the revolution anyway. One of the strongest chants are the ones for the martyrs, you know, and you know, may Allah bless them and grant them the highest ranks of Jannah. You know, they sacrificed a lot for the revolution.
Sure.
That's what really kept people going. So there was a chant like دم الشهيد ما راح لابسينه احنا وشاح.
دم الشهيد ما راح لابسينه احنا وشاح. مكتوب عليه وعديد فليعطى الصفحة فليعطى الصفحة فليعطى الصفحة. شهدانا ما ماتوا شهدانا ما ماتوا عايشين مع الثورة.
Blood of the martyr is not going to waste. it's around our necks, you know?
Yeah.
It's like a scarf around our necks.
Yeah.
And then there was another chant saying, شيل معك كفنك يا أنت يا وطنك. Like, take your coffin with you. Mothers would give their sons their coffin before they go out, you know? And that was before the sit-ins.
Yeah.
And people were like dying on the regular and stuff like that. So it's like, take your coffin with you. It's either you or your country, you know?
And what do you mean mothers would give their sons coffins? Like symbolically?
No, like literally give them coffins. It's like, okay, like if you die fighting for your country and fighting for freedom and change, then you have your coffin on you, you know? Yeah. It was deep. Yeah. Another nice one was ما راجع أنا لي مطالب جيبوا حكومة الحكم المدني ودم الكوز القتل الطالب.
ما راجع أنا لي مطالب جيبوا حكومة الحكم المدني جيبوا حكومة الحكم المدني دم الكوز القتل الصايم ودم الكوز القتل الصايم ما راجع أنا لي مطالب ما راجع أنا لي مطالب.
Like there's no way I'm going back home until we get our demands until we prosecute the NCP members that ordered to kill the students, you know, because it was students going out and facing live ammunition, you know, facing bullets. It's just chants like that kept the revolution going. هذه أهم واحدة. مدنية. And then there's like, oh, مدنية, oh, حرية, oh, سلمية. Peaceful, civilian, freedom. Oh, freedom. It's like I can't, you know, it doesn't sound the same in English. Those chants brought everybody together, like outside of, you know, racism.
Hell yeah.
You know, depression, oppression, all that stuff.
Marginalization, tribalism, whatever. It's one of the moments where like everybody just came together, united.
You know, there were people that flew from different cities in the States to Sudan. There's people that came through the train from Adbara to the sit-ins. It was like 40 buses that came from Darfur to the sit-ins. Wow. You know, and we're talking about sit-ins like a small area, military headquarters. At a point, more than 2-3 million people in front of the sit-ins. Ayman Ma went for a concert there, and that was probably like the most I've seen that they had the pack. Yo, he's a legend, man. By the way, like they use his songs as chants, you know? Del Janjaweed, Thawra, Janjaweed Rabbata, Thawra. All of that is his lyrics, but people use that as chants because it's so meaningful. Like,
and it fits the meter, like the rhythm of the chants too.
Exactly.
Like, he brings a lot of energy. Respect, Ayman Ma. Yeah, man.
هو يصب هنا الصبة هو يمشي مشي شم هو يزحف انزحف هو يسقط انسقط هو يرقص انرقص هو يرقص انرقص.
What's your vision for the future with these chants? Will they live on in people's memory? Are they gonna be used in the future?
Now, I think those chants are gonna go down in history books, like for real. Like I have a baby sister who's 5 that memorized all the chants.
Oh, nice.
You know, so I can picture her growing up and recalling this stuff. I think they're gonna live on forever, and they're gonna be like a symbol for other revolutions to come. اهم حاجه اللايك شير سبسكرايب وفولو يا جماعه. حكومه تحرمني منك قال لها تسقط بس.
Cameras haven't overheated. That's a good sign.
We
overheated, yeah.
سخنا بس العرق ده بتعمل ليه فوتوشوب ولا
شيء؟ It's crazy. بنشتغل عليها بعدين. شمس حار صابنا.
يا زول الشمس ما شمس.
شمس نار صابنا.